So I actually have another different question, not about unconscious moment. So that's about money. Now, because I'm new to ACH, I know that you have this, a grand, 2 grand, 5 grand to one problem. So as a starting, would that be okay to have different pricing? So I know I sense the clients have, a singular problem or complex problem. So would you say it's okay to offer, 1,000 for this issue, 2 grand for this issue, 5 grand for complex life challenge?
Yeah, I always use the same price, only from the point of view of my metrics and the economics of my business. Because let's say I charge Derek 1,500 and I charge Ivan 2 grand, and he finds out, he might say, well, why'd you charge me 500 bucks more? What's the difference? I give everybody, I have one price right at the start, one price, one product, one service. And regardless of how big or complex a problem is, it's all the same price.
But that's because you're only dealing with one thing, smoking, yeah? Because
But smoking's the symptom. So I'm not dealing with smoking. I'm dealing with every problem you can imagine.
That's how you market yourself.
Yeah, the marketing, I have to get people in the door by talking about what they're experiencing. But when they sit down, I never helped anyone quit smoking because it was everything else I help with. So, but it was all the same price. All the same price. Whether it turned out to be rape, weight loss, alcoholism, drug abuse, trauma, I won't know what it is because they're only telling me the symptom. It just seems like smoking because that's how I get them in the seat. That's my marketing. That's the logic. I have to do it that way. But it's 1,500 bucks to work with me, or 2 grand or 2.5. Just works out better for tracking as well. Because let's say a client comes in and you think, wow, that's a complex problem. How do you know it's complex? They're just giving you a scenario. They're giving you a symptom. It might be the easiest problem to work with. They're just over-exaggerating it. Or under-exaggerating. I'm just going to use the same price. Because also I can also track Apple, how many strategy calls I need, how much tax I'm going to pay. I can pass it on to my accountant. It's easy just to have one price. And also in my currency, if someone from the UK joins my program at 997 Australian dollars, they pay in their in my currency, it just converts over. So I have one currency, one price, one service, regardless of what the problem ends up being. It's 1,500 bucks or 2 grand or whatever. Make sense?
Makes sense. Makes sense. Then that actually needs to do more work to narrow down what you wanted to market yourself for one single symptom, because I wanted to sort of working on fear that area. So I think
the marketing the marketing gets them in the seat. I'll help you quit smoking gets them in the seat. It's easy to talk about, but I know as soon as they sit down and Mike says, I'm a smoker, I'm not going to help him with that because that's the symptom. But I can't market it as I can help you with all your symptoms because clients don't understand. They don't know how it works. So marketing gets them in the seat. It's one price for everybody. And like I said, each niche has different thresholds and you keep building your price up that way. Very hard to track if it's 5 grand for this, 1 grand for this, 700. Gets very, very difficult.
I guess I just have to start it and just see how I go. As I go, adjust my strategy.
That's right. Yeah. Yep, I agree.